Welcome. This is Emma Succubus with her two best growl pals, the demented dominatrix and gory Laurie Horrorhound. Submitted for the approval of the Midnight Snack Society is today's episode of... Shh! Did you hear that? So we are here tonight to go over our favorite terrible, horrible movies.
Awesomely horrible movies.
Awesomely horrible that we love to watch.
Horrible.
So, Dominatrix, what did you pick?
Our favorite bad movies. My favorite bad movie.
What's your favorite bad movie?
Hands down, it's got to be Frankenhooker.
Good, because that's what I uploaded.
The first time I saw that, I had heard about it from a friend, and I had to rent it through Netflix when Netflix wasn't streaming, and you had to put it on your little list and then wait for them to mail it in the mailbox to you.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
That was like in the... Well, yeah, because it came out in It came out in 1990, I think. When I was uploading it, I was like, whoa.
No, I never got to upload it. I had to wait for Netflix to send it. And then I was like, ooh, should I?
No, now I can upload it. When I watched it back in the day, it was on HBO or something.
Mm-hmm. Oh, no, I've always had to rent it. And then I tell people about it. And I'm like, you gotta find it on Netflix.
And I was also too young. Like I would go upstairs when everyone was sleeping. And then I could have like all the premium channels. And I would just watch like demented stuff on the couch while everyone was sleeping. That's how I saw Frankenhooker. Because I watched stuff way earlier than I should have.
Oh yeah,
it explains a lot.
I came out of the uterus watching horror. Apparently,
same. I was watching it while there too.
That's right.
Okay, Horrorhound. What did you pick?
I picked The Boy. Grounds. I hate that fucking
The Boy.
Yes.
Wait, so you picked The Boy and The Nun. I don't know if you realize both of them have the. So is that?
I said, you know what? I told my sister, I said, I cannot think of any horrible horror movies because I love all of them. I was like, wait, The Nun and The Boy. They're both the movies. I'm going with it. He was like,
well,
Nun. I was like, fuck
those are your favorite bad movies?
Yep.
Well, I did. Did you watch The Boy?
I did. I watched it the other day, and I was like, why am I sitting here watching this? I don't know why.
When I was trying to find a clip, I was like, have I watched this? And then it started playing, and I was like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's so dumb. You're like,
it's really, really dumb.
I'm watching that thing right there, that creepy-ass doll. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't like anything. Well, I mean, I like it, but dolls freak me out.
Yeah. I think that's why it just keeps me. It's because it's like I guess it's like a guilty pleasure. I hate it, but I love it at the same time. I don't know. And then The Nun is just so simple. That was me and my husband's first date. But I just don't. I think she's funny looking. I think she's kind of cool looking, but she's just not scary. It didn't do it for me. People were like, like for when you first get to see her, and I'm like, dude, how are you scared of that?
Well, out of that whole like movie universe, I think she's creepy looking, but I found that movie maybe the least scary, even like less scary than Annabelle, and I didn't think Annabelle was scary either.
Well, the only thing scary about The Nun would be if she had you kneeling on a broomstick and, doing your penance.
I knew someone once.
Kneel on some rice.
Yeah, I knew someone that had to kneel on salt. Like there would be like bricks, and then they would put like salt, like coarse, like rock salt down, and then they had to kneel on the rocks. I can't mention any names. their mom.
Man.
Their mom made them do that, and then the mom was sick.
Ouch.
The mom was sick and dying, and she was very mean to her. And we were all like, "Something's going on there." And she told us that story one day when we were visiting. Like, that woman made me kneel on rock salt. I hope she goes to hell. And I was like, all right.
That is one sadistic bitch. And then she said, "Here, clean off the salt with this lemon juice."
Oh yeah, right.
Probably did. She's evil.
Mommy dearest type shit.
So I picked, let's see, Rubber, Birdemic. Have you guys seen that one?
No, I've never even heard of Birdemic.
It's amazing. Velocipastor.
Oh my God. No.
Do you know of that one?
No. No, but just the name.
The name itself.
I just can't.
And Killer Klowns from Outer Space.
Love it. It's my favorite.
That's a classic.
Yeah, exactly. But it's like a bad classic. But it's good
so
and
bad.
it's bad at the same time. Like it actually,
It's so
like
bad.
the clowns look pretty cool for its time.
Right.
But there are parts where you're just like, what?
Man, you know, them Killer Clowns from Outer Space, they got a huge cult following.
Yes.
Oh, the producer screen is up.
Birdemic.
Oh, Birdemic. Here we go. Now,
Birdemic. Let's see it.
watch yourself. You might get scared of all the cheese. Get your wine ready.
I'm ready.
I'm already laughing because they have hangers.
Oh my God. What the fuck?
Hovering there.
No.
Like a
That's
screensaver.
not real. You made that up.
No, I wish I made this up.
My dog is like, what the fuck, Mom?
They're just hovering there.
They're just, I know. Look,
That one's not even flapping. Oh, there he goes.
back to the hangers.
They should be shitting all over them, and then it would be really funny.
Luckily, they got away.
Oh,
Well, he's cute in sort of a almost Dextery looking way.
Yeah, right?
the music, bro.
Oh, hi, Mom and Dad.
They do this the whole movie.
Cheap ass Party City. Oh. His cheap ass Party City Velocipastor
Oh,
yeah.
I'd scream too if I was in that movie.
He looks like if you combined Anthony Michael Hall and Benedict Cumberbatch. It starts like this, so imagine where it can only get worse.
Yes.
So now you guys know what rubber is about. Like, it's tires that kill people.
Yes.
So
kind of like a killer tomato, but this is a killer tire.
Yeah. So this one is just like, I guess, like a rogue cowboy tire just out in the desert by himself.
He's got a hot date with a tumbleweed.
He's dating a condom.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no, you.
And it's witnessing atrocities against its people.
How
Right.
dare you, burn?
Oh, the humanity.
It's tire folk. These guys had to totally be in on the gag.
It's amazing. Yeah,
Like it's like watching.
dun dun dun. They polluted the shit out of the
You assholes.
fucking dick cheese. You're polluting the air
I know, right?
to make this rubber. Dun, dun.
So I guess this is after deaths have happened. I think this is they start burning the tires.
Bye bye. 3 days.
3 days later. What?
3
So
days later, the phone is still shaking.
we're to assume that a tire did all these. So but there's some great shots. That one.
Nice.
Fuck
Yeah.
of death.
it blew up their heads.
Fuck yeah. Rolled right over them janks. Booyah.
We need some brain matter to make it good.
Well, that's the only thing that saved that clip.
Give me the doll.
Give me the dog.
No. Give me the dog, Retta. Give me the fucking doll.
Give me the doll, Greta Thornburg.
Now give me the dog.
I love that guy. He's
Now I'm not talking to anyone else. Hey!
Abuse.
Get out of here! You know, everyone just seems to be in a big hurry for me to leave. Right? Maybe you'll have that little message to me. Huh?
The acting.
Or are you gonna say it was a
Top
doll
notch.
too? What did Klowns do?
is perfect.
No, I think I understand exactly what's going on.
Give me the doll.
What's
He
so
from The
special
Walking
about
Dead.
this doll?
One of them is, and he's from Animal Kingdom. He's from Walking Dead. Oh no!
The eyeball.
Grandma's ashes.
The eyeball. I see
My
you.
fake eyeball.
Yeah, she's in Walking.
She's the one. She's Maggie, right? From The
Yep.
Walking Dead.
Maggie.
Yeah.
I think I need to leave. What's going on?
What's going on?
Now he thinks they need to leave.
Don't fuck around with the boy.
Yeah. Dave Grohl does not like that thing.
We should really go.
Bye bye.
There's something.
It's you. No. You're dead. Get him, Braun.
Oh shit.
Get him.
Oh shit.
Here he comes.
This is the part when I remembered watching it because I was like, oh yes.
Look at me. I'm.
So that's the boy.
Killer clowns from outer space.
Yeah. This is my favorite part.
Nice. Love them.
I used to watch this with my dad, and we would both giggle, just chuckle at this part.
Yes.
Look, honey, it's a clown.
Look what I can do.
My favorite part is what he does with his fingers to make the shadow puppets. And he's like,
It's like a dog that eats them. Like a dog or something, or a dinosaur. Bro, look.
Yeah. He's got club fingertips.
he's cute.
Yeah, look at that shit.
He's doing more of the.
It's dropping me
It's
off.
so absurd.
I'm the one who's seen these things.
These guys.
Clown, right there!
Remember in the 80s when all the guys looked like that?
There he
Yep.
is.
All had like that
one guy is
feathered.
in all those bad.
Hang on, calm.
He really is. Actually, maybe both of them are.
Velocipastor.
All of our dinosaurs.
Holy shit! Believe it. Dave, run him down! Mike! Buddy, you could have gotten both of us killed. Sorry, I freaked out a little bit. Where is he?
Here's your jam.
Want a date?
Frankenhooker. Every Franken has a plan. Jeffrey's creation is alive.
Look for some action.
Like no other.
Can you not love
Frankenhooker.
The way she moves.
Man, if I could do my lips like that, I would totally go as Frankenhooker for a Halloween one year.
There she is.
I had a series of visions
So
when I was
pretty.
and after each one ended, the same thought would be stuck in my head.
What did you see?
I saw a nun. Word of my visions reached the church, and I was asked to accompany a priest to an abbey in Romania.
The Abbey has a long history.
Valak.
Not all good.
What?
She may get down. Callahan's here.
That's dramatic.
That's a cool ass monastery, though. I wouldn't mind meandering around in there.
Right?
boys?
You'd probably move in.
I would like some electricity in there, though, so I don't have to walk around with that.
I know. How are you supposed to carry your drugs and your booze?
Yeah, I need some lights.
Well, and you need free hands.
Hello.
Or just get that bitch to help. Carry this.
And then there was I think it was the Children of God that sent out the like pretty young women, and they did what did they call it? Something fishing or something. Flirty fishing or something like that. And they would go out and like find men to bring back, like, come home with me, you know, we'll do whatever. And then they would like put them in the cult.
Wow.
They would like recruit people that way. You know, I wasn't there. I don't know what happened. Allegedly, they murdered them. It's entirely possible. I know that I had a neighbor that my son was talking to their kids like through the fence, and he said something about like they were studying mythology. So he very innocently was talking about Persephone and how she was dragged to the underworld and stuff like that.
And how she only comes back in the winter, whatever it is.
Yeah, it's the seasons. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he was talking to the kids about it because they're homeschooled and he's going to regular school. So he's like, hey, check this out, blah, blah, blah. And then the dad storms over and he's like, I know what kind of people you are, blah, 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 blah. Your son can never come over again. He can never. And my son was so upset. So I started purposely putting out really obvious things that just looked scary. Like they weren't actually anything. Like I would just get herbs and like arrange them in the driveway.
Burn a pen
and I would do it. Yeah. I would do it in front of them. I would go out and like put all these lit candles on my porch. Like it just looked like I was
with a picture of them in the middle.
Yeah, so that was fun.
Yes.
You have to create your own fun sometimes.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
When they come to save you.
I'm going to have to once I get back to Milton because it's like hillbilly heaven out there.
Is that where you live?
Yeah.
I don't even know where that is. Yeah, I know that. Up there.
It's right by Mobile, Alabama. So it's
Mobile, Alabama.
Mobile, Alabama. Yes. Yes.
So we're like in a line. It's me and then you and then Laurie's kind of up there.
Yeah.
Do you have cold weather?
Not too far.
Where in Virginia?
Yeah.
Yo, fuck yeah, dude. It's
right now, I mean.
Yeah. Like 40-some degrees.
You tell? She's cold.
Well, I thought maybe she was dressed up as Little Red Riding Hood.
Cold as a bitch in my house. We still got the AC running though.
Little spawn of Satan. She just needs some little horns.
Right? She's got some horns.
A little onesie, you should get some little red horns to put on that hood.
I am.
Be cute. I would wear that.
I would too.
I'm taking my niece to a like my best friend's little girl's like Halloween party to Spirit Halloween the other day. My sister took her and she was gonna be I think like a princess. She changed it to a killer clown.
Sweet. All right. You got to recruit those horror fans young. Yep.
Mom is terrified of clowns. I think it's funny.
So, can you remember?
To be a princess. I always wanted to be something scary and creepy.
I want to be a psychopath.
I was like, well, back in the day, because I'm old, we wore those highly flammable one-piece things with the plastic mask.
Oh, those like, yeah, the whole thing.
They came in a box. You'd go to like Walgreens, they'd be piled up on a table in a box, and I was always digging out the witch or Casper. I never wanted to be that stupid princess.
I think my brother was
Casper. And then the next thing you know, everybody's talking about, don't put your kids in these costumes or get them too close to fire because they'll combust.
Yeah.
So
no, for real.
Fantastic era.
I remember them. Like, they were still around, but people weren't really like, my mom, I think, made all of our costumes because she's a better woman than me. I don't know how to do anything womanly, like sewing. But yeah, they were in the stores, I remember. And one year I did have like maybe a Cabbage Patch Kids mask that it was like that same crappy.
Yeah, and you can't breathe in them.
You can't breathe.
You know, and your bad breath is coming back in your face the whole time, and you're just like, ugh. You know, because little kids have notoriously bad breath, so
yeah,
you keep flicking it up. They were
awful.
You
put it up like this, and I don't know the bottoms. I don't know what that was made out of.
Like flammable plastic.
Yep.
Flammable plastic. Yeah.
Who thought of that? Who was like, you know what, we should put our children in this.
Generic string in the back. You would just step into it, and your mom would tie the little string behind your neck and be like, "Put your little mask on. Here's your bucket." They'd send you out by yourself.
Go suffocate. Maybe you'll roll down into a ditch and die. You're very expensive. Woo, stay out all night. Never come back. Yep. That's how Unsolved Mysteries was created.
It was. And many others followed the unexplained.
And then you could.
What was
then
that?
You could take your thing of candy. You could take it to the hospitals, and they would like X-ray it. They would check it. Yeah.
You know, my son's last Halloween that he like would have been young enough to enjoy it and go trick or treating. My parents scared him so much that people were giving out edible marijuana that he was afraid he was going to get some. And we were laughing like, no one's going to give that to you. It's expensive. They're eating it. They're not.
Yeah, no one's going to give you drugs for free.
But it was on the news. So they were like, see? They were watching like our local news.
Nobody's going to give their weed away for free.
That's what I said. We were just like, it sucks that like he's scared about this because it's so silly. Like, no way. Like, it's too expensive. Unless they're trying to, they can't get you hooked. Maybe they put heroin in something. I don't know.
Fentanyl is what they lace and shit with now.
That would be awful because it takes like, you could sniff it from a mile away and die.
Yep. I had a friend.
That's some scary shit.
It is a friend of mine like I grew up with him. And I saw him once a week because him and my best friend Red, they lived together. And so I saw him once a week with no idea that he was back on drugs, like hard drugs. Had no idea. And Red left when I went across like the country to pick up like a work truck. And yeah, he did some heroin. They both had fentanyl in it. He had 3 different strands, different kinds of fentanyl in his system, plus heroin and cocaine. Yeah, 3 different kinds. And these were people he had been buying, obviously, because once the police gave us back his phone, Red went through it, and he was obviously doing it for a minute and getting it from the same people every single time. And there you go. That's what I'm saying. You
start trusting it, and then it's bad.
Yeah,
a lot of people OD when they slip and do it one more time or whatever, and that one time gets them.
After they've been off of it for like 6 months, and then they think they can go back to the same dosage.
The same dose,
So,
yeah.
Don't do drugs, kids.
Don't. Phony. I've
Don't
been
do drugs.
almost 10 years. Don't do it. I went to
That's
prison
awesome.
twice.
Amen, sister.
Yep.
Don't
So
do drugs, kids.
before we wrap stuff up, if you guys can remember, what was your first horror movie that you ever saw?
Fright Night, the original. 4 years
Wow.
old.
She's
Oh,
like, Friday night.
I think that mine, oh gosh, I think that mine was the original Night of the Living Dead.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And
They're
I was
coming
like,
to get
and
you,
then
Barbara.
I go to the store and I bought the book, and because it had the pictures from the movie in there, and I would just like read it and stare at the girl that was like eating the bacon or whatever from behind the tree, and it's supposed to look like flesh, and it looks like a piece of bacon, and you're like, okay,
Yep.
That's bacon, ma'am.
yeah.
That's
So
how-
I think that was my first horror movie.
That's
Oh.
where your love of horror books comes from, I bet, because you read horror all the time, too.
Oh my god, I love horror. The grosser, the better. You need to read
Right.
Playground there, Miss Horrorhound.
Yeah, you do.
Or just listen to a little snippet of the girl that reads the part with Geraldine and her son.
Oh my God.
What was the book, Melissa? Is this the book you were telling me about? You just
Yeah,
read?
Playground.
Playground. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I promise you, I'm not a reader, but I will.
Well, you could listen. You could get the audiobook.
You
It's
can
on
listen to it.
Audible.
Okay.
Mhm.
However, when the reason I bought it was because this girl on TikTok was like, I guarantee that you won't be able to get past page 45. So I'm like,
Deal.
it's on
Yeah.
now. So I
Yeah.
ordered it.
Mhm.
I got to page 45 and I was like, oh God, I am thoroughly disgusted. And it took me about a month before I picked it up again. I'm like, I'm going to finish this. I'm going to finish this. And I'm
I
glad
went
I
straight
did.
there.
Once that shit from like page 40 to 45 was done, I was there for it. Mutilated children gets me. I'm good.
All right.
She loves
Yeah.
that. She loves the
Give me some
mutilated children.
any day.
Got you.
Well, I think
That
there's.
other
I
shit
think there
was
are
gross.
2 chapters. Yeah, I think there are 2 chapters, obviously back to back. It's like the first one and then the second one. I read the first one and I was laughing at like the language and stuff. It was cracking me up. Then when I got to the second, like half, the second chapter of it, I was like, whoa, what? No. Then I was like, now I understand.
And I just know that I probably had this look on my face.
You should. If you don't have that look on your face, something's wrong with you.
Oh my
Maybe
God.
Maybe you
Okay.
could do a reading of it, Tina, when we come back. You could just read.
Reading
I'll just
it
pick
and
an
listening to
excerpt.
that woman read it. It was both. It was just equally disgusting.
I know. I was worried because like her voice was so kind of like a kind lady, nice lady, and I'm
Like
like,
proper.
yeah, I'm like, how is she gonna read that part? And she sure did. She did it. I was like, well, all
And I
right.
was like, how many takes did that take? Because there's no way I could read that with a straight
Right.
face without going.
Right.
Wow.
Or
I'm reading.
laughing. I would laugh because when I get uncomfortable like that, I just start laughing. Like it's very descriptive, very
Okay.
disgusting, and very descriptive.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Right.
But it's
Yeah.
a good time. Do it, kids. Get it.
So I have another book. Once I find it, I'll pass it on to you, Melissa. It's called
Yay.
Womb. Womb.
Womb. I'm
Yes.
scared already.
You should be scared because it was pretty interesting.
Okay. Does she shoot a fetus out and it like dances or something?
No, but I can give you a brief synopsis if you want, like a real quick.
Please-
Here's what it's
Please
about.
do.
This
our
guy has
viewers
some
might-
weird fetish that he wants to crawl back up inside a womb.
Okay. I
Read
dig
the rest.
That's an actual thing though, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, anything's an actual thing.
If
If
he
you
wants to
think something
crawl
exists.
completely in there, like his whole body. He wants his whole body. He's like parting, and when he wants to like
Okay.
be rebirthed.
Well, that's interesting.
So, yes,
That
So-
would take a big giner. I don't know.
yes, it would. Yes, it would.
See, Does he find his perfect
And that's
match?
what he's looking for. He's looking for a big JJ to accommodate.
I want y'all to watch The Woman with Pollyanna what is it, McIntosh? Or I always say her
Oh,
name.
the dumpster lady.
Yeah, The Woman. Please watch it, y'all.
Is that the feral lady one?
Yep.
Yeah, it's on my list.
Yeah. Really,
I have another movie for you guys to watch. It's not that scary, but it's really good. What is the name of that really cute little old lady? She's in a lot of oh god, I'm trying to think of her. She's in a lot of horror movies.
Like,
she was in like
the Insidious lady.
Shitty.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the
that
old lady.
yeah, the old
The
lady.
cute
That's
little old lady.
Yeah.
yeah.
She's in a movie where she's lonely and she's trying to find a roommate. Have you guys seen that one? And so she decides to rent out a room and she rents it to this young guy. And she's like suddenly is trying to get herself all dolled up because she's like really interested in him. And yeah, I'll find out the name of it and pass it on. I think it's called The Roommate or The Room or something. I don't know, but it's sad, but it's good at the same time.
Okay.
So
What is the movie that we were just talking about with the guy that wants to take the girl away on like a weekend?
we were just
And then
talking
he
about
like
it.
yeah, we talked about it. He wants to take her away for like a weekend vacation or getaway, and they go to his house first, and he makes her dinner.
Yes. I just watched that. Yes.
What's it called? I can't remember. Fresh. That movie's so
Fresh.
good. It's
Okay.
gross and funny and
Such a
good.
good movie.
Oh, also,
And by the way, I finally watched Infinity Pool.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
So at first I was excited. I was like, ooh, Alexander Skarsgård. Yes, please. But then I got irritated. I was like, I don't like that bitch. And so I lost interest really quickly.
You
So,
didn't
but
like
I did
what
try.
Mia Goth?
The
little blonde one?
the bitch that he was like, that came up behind him and started jerking him off. That one.
Yeah.
So,
That scene was
I
interesting. I forgot about it until just now.
Yeah.
Well, I remember watching it going like
at the end where she's like riding on the hood of the car and she's like taunting
him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. She doesn't want to smack the shit out of her, but she's so fucking hot. I couldn't say.
Well, she is pretty hot, but yeah, he should have beat the shit out of her. But those people were some fucked up weirdos.
They were. I think if you're bisexual, then it's a good movie for you. Mm-hmm. Whether or not you like the plot. Because they're both.
Yes, because you've got Alexander Skarsgård's ass.
Right. Yeah, you do.
And then you got the hot chick who's constantly with her perfect little perky titties.
But you know what, though? She looks like halfway through or whatever it is when she kind of turns like more evil. I was like, she looks ugly now. Like she stopped looking hot. Like once she started like contorting her face, I was like, ooh.
Really? I thought she got hotter.
Well, that tracks for you. When she started carving up her arm, that's when I wanted her.
Yeah, when she showed me her freaky side. But yeah, I had a hard time like staying interested in it. So, but I did watch it. I watched it.
It didn't have any mutilated children. That's why.
No, it just was like, meh.
I'll find some of those and I'll send them your way. Not the children. I got nothing to do with that.
The mutilated children movies, yeah.
The movies.
I just watched the new Stephen King one that's just now on Hulu, The Boogeyman. Not bad.
I haven't seen it.
I'll check that
I think
out.
it's a new release on Hulu.
Yeah. I'm a little behind on Stephen King.
Have y'all seen May?
Yes.
Yeah, so where she
love that, and I love that guy that's in there.
Yeah.
What's his name?
I can't think of it, but I had the hoodie, and I actually just gave the hoodie. I donated when I donated a bunch of our clothes to my friend to pass out to the homeless people in our area, and I was like, I was like, I'm gonna part with some of my horror hoodies, and and it'll keep them warm, and I just don't want them anymore. And May was one of them. It's all bleached up. It got
man.
and bleached up.
That's
all my stuff.
I've watched that movie several times.
Yes,
I love it.
I don't know if I've seen it. It's not like
it's so good.
It's
what's that guy's name? Is it Jeremy something?
What's the girl's name? The main girl. She played Toolbox Murder.
I can't think of her name. She's a little skinny girl, but she's so good.
Angela.
Is it a newer or older movie?
Oh, it's
it's
old.
It's like 90s.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So
we're talking about
really,
like 90s.
Really
90s
good.
stars would be in that. Who's that guy in the 90s?
Angela, what is that bitch's name?
Angela Lansbury. just kidding.
She's scary looking.
She was.
She's a monster. No, I'm just kidding. That's terrible.
She's like,
have you guys seen Quentin Tarantino movie Curdled?
No.
Mm-mm.
Oh shit, no. Curdled.
Okay, it's called Curdled, and it's one of my favorite. Yes, it's one of my favorite movies. So it's about. Did you guys see Pulp Fiction?
Yeah.
Yes, love that movie.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you know when Bruce Willis gets in the cab and he's got that cute little Esmeralda chick driving him around?
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's her story. So it's Esmeralda coming
Ah.
from when she was a little girl in Mexico or wherever it is that she was at. She witnessed like a mafia shooting, and she was looking over the balcony, and so she saw all these blood and guts, and she's got a little scrapbook of all these of death, basically. And so she comes to America, and she wants to. She's just fascinated by death, and she
Is this
wants
your
to know
story?
no, she wants to know if when you cut your head off, if you can still speak. For how long afterwards can you think or see? So she gets a job as a biohazard cleanup person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
And she has to go and they clean up this house where the serial killer has been in it.
Mm-hmm.
And he just mutilates all these women. And so they're cleaning up the blood. And as she's cleaning up the blood, she sees this chick wrote this guy's name down that murdered her. And he's still in the house.
Oh.
And he sees her. Yes, Curdled. I'm not going to tell you anything else because I don't want to ruin it for you.
I'm for sure
It's
gonna
so
watch that.
good. Yes, my friend met her at a horror convention and got me an autographed signed picture of her, and he sent it to me, and I was like, "Oh God, I'm so happy!" But yeah, it's a phenomenal. It's just good all the way around. It's bloody. It's got a good story, a good plot, and it's just a damn good movie.
Oh yeah.
So,
Awesome.
yes.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we all got some pointers to take with us tonight. We have our assignments.
Yes.
Yep.
All right, ladies, I'm going to be signing off here, but thank you for
You're
coming
welcome.
and
All right, ladies,
watching
catch
my
you on the
clip.
flip side.
Don't forget to like us at Did you hear that? Wherever you're listening to this podcast. And if you have any suggestions, anything you'd like us to review or talk about, you can email us at boo, that's BOO, at bigtimefresh.com. And don't forget,